Follow-up lesson when I grow up. Question number 1. What is I in the poem? Answer. The poet is I in the poem. Question number 2. What does the child want to be in the first stanza? Answer. The child wants to be a detective in the first stanza. Question number 3. In the second stanza, the child likes 3 types of work. What are they? Answer. In the second stanza, the child likes 3 types of work. They are a soldier, a sailor, and a keeper of Nandankanan Zoo. Question number 4. In which stanza does the poet describe a child's interest for music? Answer. In the third stanza, the poet describes the child's interest for music. Question number 5. How does he want to fly to the moon? Answer. He wants to fly to the moon by a spaceship. Question number 6. What does the child want to be in stanza 4? Answer. The child wants to be the driver of an express diesel train or a lighthouse keeper in stanza 4. Question number 7. Is the last stanza different from other stanzas? How? Answer. Yes, the last stanza is different from other stanzas because in all other stanzas the child expresses his interest for some particular professions, but in the last stanza he says he can do all these things one by one. He does not talk about any particular profession here. Question number 8. The poet wants to take up different types of work. Which lines tell you so? Answer. The first 2 lines of the last stanza tell us the reason why the child wants to take up different jobs. Question number 9. Does he want to take up only one job? He describes or all the jobs one after another. Answer. He wants to take up all the jobs one after another. Question number 10. Which word or phrase tells so in the last stanza? Answer. The phrase "and go on taking turns" says so. Question number 11. Why does he want to take off all the jobs one after another? Answer. The poet wants to take off all the jobs one after another because the more one know different things, the more one learn. Question number 12. In which stanza does he want to take up minimum number of jobs? Answer. In first stanza the poet wants to take off minimum number of jobs. Question number 13. In which stanza does he want to take off maximum numbers of jobs? Answer. In the 5th stanza the poet wants to take up maximum numbers of jobs. Session 2. Post reading. Driver. One who drives a car or bus or truck is a driver. Football player. One who plays football is a football player. Cricketer. One who plays cricket is a cricketer. Doctor. Treat patients. One who treats patient is a doctor. Teacher. One who teaches students is a teacher. Zookeeper. One who keeps or takes care of animals in a zoo is a zookeeper. Sailor. Sails ship. One who sails ship in the sea or river is a sailor. Farmer. One who does farm work or cultivates in a farm is a farmer. Tennis player. One who plays tennis is a tennis player. Pilot. One who flies an aeroplane in the sky is a pilot. Session 4. Uses. Look at this sentence. The more one lives, the more one learns. Using the hints given, write similar sentence. Number I. Read or learn. The more one reads, the more one learns. তারপর হচ্ছে save, become rich. The more one saves money, the more one becomes rich. Do exercise, become healthy. The more one does exercise, more one becomes healthy. IV. Get, want. The more one gets, the more he wants. Session 5. Answer the following questions. What does the child or poet want to become in the third stanza? The poet wants to become a musician or a astronaut in the third stanza. Number 2. Where does he want to be a keeper? Answer. He wants to be a keeper in Nandankanan Zoo or in a lighthouse. Question number 3. Where does he want to fly with the spaceship? Answer. He wants to fly with the spaceship to the moon. IV. Why does he want to take up many jobs? Answer. He grows up and his interests grow up at per. To fulfill his multi-interested, he wants to play. B. Do an interview and write a brief report. Students move around in the class and interview 5 of their classmates. With the interview slip below. Each student uses one interview slip for interviewing one classmate. देखिए, write the response of the person interview and write a report using the format given below. ଯେମିତି ଦିଆହେଇଛି ବକ୍ସ ଭିତରେ ଗୁଡ୍ ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ, ହାଉ ଆର୍ ୟୁ, ସେମିତି I interviewed 5 persons. One of them wants to become an engineer. 2 of them wants to become doctors. The name of persons interviewed are Suresh, Papu, Pradeep, Jiten and Nilima. C. Written a poem of your own. The poem will have 2 stanzas of 4 lines each. The last word of the second line rhymes with the last word of the 4th line. Rhyming words: sailor, tailor, sweeper or keeper. I want to become a doctor, perhaps to become a sailor. I want to make dresses and become a good tailor. One stanza complete. Second stanza. I want to become a farmer or may become a sweeper. I love all animals and wants to be a zookeeper. Thanks for watching.